guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be discussing makeup that is actually worth your money. I know I did a makeup I regret buying video, which you guys really loved, and I wanted to talk to you about products that I actually think are good. I love them. I keep purchasing them, all of the things. So I have a lot of product to get into, I'm not gonna lie. So with that being said, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this video, give this video a thumbs up, all of the things, and make sure to follow me on Instagram. It's where I'm most active. I post beauty and fashion content every single day except for Saturdays, and I am going to be sharing my travels. I always share them, but I am about to go to Italy for a couple of weeks, so if you want to see that, make sure to follow me over there. I am just going to quickly say I'm going to try and keep this as short as I can because I have a ton of product in front of me. I'm not kidding. It's a lot, but I feel like these products are so good. You need to know about them if you don't already. But with that being said, let's get into it. I'm going to kind of go through by sections of how I would do my face. So I have 3 primers to share with you. First up is the Makeup Forever Hydra Booster. This has been my holy grail for years. I feel like Makeup Forever as a brand is so slept on, especially their complexion products. This primer, if you have dry skin, is game changing. Next, I really love the Fenty Beauty. This is the hydrating primer. It's the soft silk pro filter hydrating primer. I've gone through, I'm not kidding, probably 8 bottles of this. It's so good. It hydrates, it blurs. I love using this foundation with pretty much all of my foundations. If I'm not using the Makeup Forever primer, or the next one I'm about to show you is this, it's just so good. Next, if you want to have your makeup really stay, really be grips, the Milk Makeup Grip. I just got a new one and I also swear by this. It really does hydrate and grip your makeup. It's so good. I feel like everyone's known about this one for years, but I need to mention it. It's that good. All right. Also, I did want to say there's other products that I love, but some of them, they're holy grails. I have to mention them. And then others, I have other holy grail products from this category that I love, but I'm trying to think of things that are a little bit more bougie and more expensive that I truly love and swear by. So for foundation, these are more on the expensive, pricey side, but I think they're truly so worth it. So first up is the new Prada Beauty foundation. I am obsessed. This foundation is so good. I do have dry to normal skin. It's been a little bit drier lately, but I am obsessed. The color match for me is so good. I don't know what shade I am, but I'll have everything linked down below. I love the packaging, and I also like that they have a refillable tube, so you don't have to go and get a whole new one. But the wear and finish on this is gorgeous. It's kind of satiny, slightly dewy, but not really. It's just a really good everyday daily wear foundation. And then next is the Christian Louboutin foundation. I think I tried this for the first time a month or 2 ago. I have a couple shades in it because I will say it was a little tricky finding my shade, so I kind of have to mix, but it's so good. The finish is amazing. It's so good. I swear by it. It's nice and lightweight, which I really love. It's really good. If you know, you know. And if not, I'm putting you on. Try it. Pick it up from Nordstrom, because if you do end up hating it, you can return it. But I love this foundation. If you try or have tried it, let me know what you think down below. Next, I have concealer. So I have 3 that I pulled. I have a lot more that I love, but these are holy grail or a little bit bougier that I swear by. First up is the Hourglass Airbrush foundation, I believe it's called. This is so good. I've gone through a few tubes of this. I love that it's, I don't want to say thick, but it's a little bit thicker than some of the others that I love. So if I want something a little bit more medium to full coverage, I will reach for this one or this one. So this is the Huda Beauty one. This is the Faux Filter Concealer. I've gone through a few tubes of this. Again, if I want something a little bit more full coverage, I will reach for this. It doesn't crease on me. I do have fine lines and stuff under my eyes. I feel like most people do. I'm always gonna have it, but it doesn't look bad, and it doesn't cake up and crease. I mean, you always have the lines. Some people think oh, it's in there, but I'm you have textured skin. I mean, I'm almost 30, but this is really good. And then next, This is my other and last concealer I'm going to share with you guys. This one is so good. I feel like no one mentions this, but this is the Givenchy Prism Libre Skincare and Concealer. Again, I'll have everything linked up below, but this is so good. I've gone through a few tubes of this. It's so underrated. Honestly, I think this might be like my all-time favorite concealer. I feel like their makeup products are kind of slept on, not gonna lie. It's really good. All right, I'm gonna try and pick up the pace because I literally have so many products to get through. So for setting powders, of course, the Huda Beauty one. This one is fragrance free, which I am so excited about. I hope this is like a permanent thing. I love the regular one as well, but sometimes like some days I'm a little bit more sensitive and I have like a headache, so I don't reach for it if that's the case. I will say the scent doesn't really linger too long, which is nice, but like I'll kind of notice it like while I'm finishing up my makeup. But this is so good. It's smooth, it blurs, it's just amazing. And then the Makeup Forever setting powder. This is the HD Skin setting powder. Mine's in light vanilla. Obsessed. It kind of reminds me of the Huda, where it's like great for like baking and setting. I love using both of these with like a puff to like really get up under my eyes and things like that. And then honorable mention, I don't use pressed powders a ton, but when I do, it's from Lawless. This is so good. It smooths, it's full coverage, it doesn't look cakey. Every time I wear this, I always get compliments on my skin and like how smooth and blurred it looks like, even in real life. I am obsessed. All right, bronzers, I'm gonna be quick. Fenty Beauty, the matchsticks. This is in Amber. Love using this for my contour. And then for bronzer, I feel like Tarte is also slept on for some of the complexion, but I love this Park Ave Princess bronzer. This is the Amazonian Clay Matte Waterproof Bronzer. I've hit pan. I've gone through a few of these, and I have another one on deck because that's how much I love it. I cannot run out of this. So good. If we're similar in skin tone, I think you're gonna love it. And then next, this is newer to me, but I am obsessed. I can't stop reaching for it. This is from Dibs Beauty. It's like their Desert Island Duo. Mine is in the shade 2, but I definitely want to pick up more shades. I love how easy it is to blend out. It's nice and pigmented. It's really good. So with that being said, let's move on to more blushes. All right, blush was hard for me, I'm not gonna lie, because blush is one of my favorite categories. So I'm gonna be quick. The Tarte Maneater Satin Blushes. These are so good. I think these are my favorite like liquid cream blush. I'm not gonna lie, I reach for these constantly. This will be coming with me to Italy. This one specifically is in the shade Mauve, however you want to say it. I love this one, pink. There's a few others. There's like it's like a dark purple, like berry looking one. It's gorgeous on the skin. They're so good. Also, Dennis Marx, the blushes that they have, these are so good. This one specifically is my favorite. This is a Rose and Brunch. They just melt into your skin. So underrated. I feel like not enough people talk about these. Next, we have the new Rare Beauty, like, what are these called? The powder blushes. They're like the luminous ones. So good. This one specifically is my favorite. It's in the shade Happy. I love the nice like shimmer finish it gives. If I'm going for like a dewy, easy, like natural everyday look, I just swipe this on and like skip the highlight. It's really pretty. And the last blush that I have to mention, and I have to because I think it's worth the money. It's so good. I reach for it. It travels with me. It's the Gucci blush, specifically this shade. So this one is in 5 Rosy Beige. It's like the most pretty, like rosy natural blush. I use this on like the daily when I do like a daily kind of natural glam for photos and things like that. It's probably not like worth, but like for me, this is worth the money and I want a ton more shades. Like this is so good. It's beautiful. If you've tried it, let me know what you think too. Highlighters, I'm gonna make this quick. I'm only gonna mention 2. The new Fenty Beauty Demi Glows. This one specifically is my favorite. It's in Prosecco. These are stunning. They're like the nice, like glowy. They're not like glittery. They're just stunning. If you know, you know. If not, you need to try these. You will, I'm telling you, you will love them. So this is the Dolce & Gabbana like Universal Luminizer, I believe. One, the packaging is dope, not gonna lie. It sucked me in, but The product itself is gorgeous. It also comes with a brush, and I do actually use it because I'll just like dip it in and then just like slide it like this, like on my cheeks. It just gives you like perfect like lit from within look. For brows, I'm gonna make this quick as well. These are newer. I feel like everyone knows I pretty much stick to Benefit brows, and if I don't use them, it's the ABH. But Benefit changed the game for me with these two products. So I don't have like any brow hairs like whatsoever. Like past like right here, I don't got nothing. So this is their new Precisely My Brow Detailer. And I love how fine that tip is. It is so nice because it finally, I can create like hair-like strokes. It just looks so good. If you don't have like hardly any brow hairs like myself, you will be obsessed and love this. I love that brands are finally coming out with like micro pencil, like fine tip like this, like detail, because I love the Precisely My Brow Pencil, but I didn't realize how like not fine of a tip that was until I tried this. Because like the Goof Proof has like never worked for me, or like the ABH, what is that called? It's like they're both like the triangle tips, but those ones really don't work for me because like I said, I don't have brow hair. But then this other product, this is the Precisely My Brow Wax, and I think mine's in this shade, yeah, 3.5. I love how fine and like small the tip is on this, so it doesn't get super messy. And I love their shades. I feel like they're really nice. There's not much more to say. I mean, they're brow products, but I think they're really good. All right, we're on to eyeshadow palettes. I have quite a few, I'm sorry, but they all need to be mentioned. So first up, we have this specific Dior eyeshadow palette. This is the Dior Backstage eyeshadow in 2 cool neutrals. It has the most gorgeous like light purple eyeshadows in it. I always travel with this one. I usually take like a neutral palette and then this because I do love wearing purple eyeshadow, and it's like the most subtle like purple like smoky look I love to create with this. It's really good. I'm sorry, I know it's expensive, but it's really good, and it's one of my go-to purple eyeshadows I like to use. Next up is the Huda Beauty Pretty Grunge eyeshadow palette. I love using this when I want to do like a nice smoky look. I feel like this palette is also underrated. I feel like people talked about it when it first launched and they don't anymore, but this is really good. I think this might be my favorite Huda Beauty palette. Yeah, I stand behind that. I think this is my favorite Huda Beauty palette. It's really pretty. I love their eyeshadow formula in general, but I love that color story. It's just so good. Next up, this is from Tarte Cosmetics. This is my favorite palette that they've ever done. I've hit pan on a few shades. This is that Big Ego palette. These shimmers are stunning. I love, you can tell, I go ham on this one and this one over here, and up here, like these shades are so pretty. If you have brown eyes especially, honestly, like any eye color, but like brown eyes especially, I love wearing like purple and green. And I love that these like light purple shades down here, you can kind of like create like a nice everyday look. This is a palette that I've also traveled with a ton. It's so good. I love the color story. I love the size. It's not too big, not too small. Tarte really killed it with this one. Okay, next, this is from Nomad Cosmetics. Honestly, pretty much any Nomad product, like Nomad Cosmetics eyeshadow is like in my top. It's up there. This is like one of my favorite, if not favorite eyeshadow formula, to be honest. But this palette is my favorite that they've launched. This is the Royal Europe palette. I'm sure you can tell why. It's because it has those nice like jewel tones, the purple, the pink, the green, a little bit of blue. These are like the tones I love to wear and they're like right up my alley. I love wearing eyeshadow like colors and just like fun looks. I mean, I'm sure you can tell for my eye makeup today. And then last up, I do need to mention this because this is like my everyday go-to eyeshadow palette. This is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. I am about to hit pan on this shimmer shade. I use this anytime I'm creating a look to go shoot photos and things, like when I batch content for Instagram. It's just like a great everyday palette. I travel with this one as well when I have a little bit more room because it is a little bit like on the weightier side and it's a little bit larger, but it's so good. Natasha Denona eyeshadow, like their formula in general is really good and you can't really go wrong. But as far as color stories go, I think this one's my favorite, which is kind of crazy because I am a color girl, but when I'm doing neutral, This palette is stunning. I need to mention these eye products because I'm obsessed. So this is the Danessa Myricks Color Fix Foil, but this one specifically is my favorite. It's in Jewels. It's the most gorgeous like olive green. I love putting this all over the lid. I have brown eyes, and if you have brown eyes as well, you need this. I love green and like purple and brown eyes especially, but this is just stunning. And I know I've created looks with this like on my Instagram and things, so if you want to check them out and see a tutorial, they're there. Next, I need to mention the Auric, what are these called actually? Smoke Reflect Shadow Duos. This one specifically is my favorite in Ego. It's so gorgeous. I love that it has like a top shimmer, and then underneath you have a cream. These are great like when you're traveling and you want to do like just like a natural, quick makeup look. But these are really good. I know they're a little bit on the pricier side, but like, trust me, they are worth it. All right, we're getting there. All we have left is eyeliner, mascara, setting spray in lips, and then lashes, okay? I'm sorry, I told you it was gonna be long. So for eyeliners, I have to mention this because I use it like every single day. It's not super expensive, but it's so good. It's the Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner. Wearing it today. I love using this for like wings and things like that. It's just so good, and like I said, it's not super expensive in my opinion. I think it's like $19, is it $19? Or is it like 20 something? I don't remember, but I know it's not too bad in my opinion. And I love how like just liquidy it is. I hate when some, I say that because I know that sounds weird. Some I feel like are like so dry, like they almost feel like dried out as you're using them, and they don't like, they like kind of like skip, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm probably sound crazy, but this is really good. And then my other favorite liquid liner is the Benefit one. This is the Their Real Extreme Precision Liner. I always love using this one specifically. Man, I'm talking a lot. But this one is their brown one, and it's so good. I feel like it's kind of like the Rare Beauty one. I don't have issues with this like skipping and things like that. But if I do black, I usually reach for Rare Beauty just because it feels good in my hand too. I don't know what it is. But for just eyeliner, I need to mention this. The Tarte Fake Awake Nude Liner. I believe they also have a white one, but I love this. It's so good. It really does just make you look more awake. It doesn't have to be this one. I know like ColourPop, honestly with liners, like especially like the cream gel liners, I feel like they're all pretty on like par, you know what I mean? Like I have some like I reach for more than others, but I had to mention that one. Next, I'm going to mention mascara. I know a lot of people like just using like drugstore mascara, but like these two I feel like are worth the money. So first up, if you followed me on anything, I'm sure you knew this was coming. It's the Benefit Bag Out Bang. I have used this for so many years. I swear I used this even when I was a kid growing up, but it was in like different packaging because I feel like this might have been my first high-end mascara. Like I did competitive cheer, and they had like these booths for like makeup and things like that, and like glitter and like just like random things like hair, like hairspray and stuff. And I'm pretty sure this was in like a silver tube, and I loved it even back then, but I am obsessed. I'm so glad they came out with more colors and things. I cannot wait to try out. I love how tiny the brush is. I think that's like my favorite thing about it. It's super fine. It's easy to do your lower lash line, and it can coat your upper top lashes super well. And then my other favorite mascara, Tarte Lit Tubey Mascara. Also really good. It kind of has a similar wand, which is probably why I like it. I feel like it's probably like the exact same, honestly, not gonna lie. But love that one as well for all the same reasons. Next, for lashes. I'm sure you saw this coming. I love Velour as well, but like Velour, in my opinion, at least it doesn't feel as expensive. Lilly lashes, okay? These are so worth it. Besides Velour, these are the only lashes I wear, and all of these are my favorite styles and I think are totally worth it. So we have Rome, we have Paris, we have Miami Flare. This is like one of my all-time faves. And then we have Milan. This one's a more recent fave. I love the flared out, like pretty full to like medium volume lashes that they have. I would say probably 5 to 10 wears per lash, which is really good because I always clean my lashes with like my Velour lash cleaner. But these are worth the money in my opinion. They just look so good. All right, for lips, I'm gonna keep this pretty short because I have a ton of lip products that I love because it's also one of my favorite categories. But I'm gonna mention this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. This one specifically, I'm wearing it today, is Pillow Talk Fair. It's more, I think it's pretty new. Honestly, I feel like most of my Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks are pretty worth it. I travel with these. They stay in my purse. I love the formula. I love her shades. I love a good pink or red. I do like a nude, but like if you follow me, you know I love like a pinky nude or like just like a pink bright red or like, you know. I'm not gonna go more into it. It's a lipstick, you know. Next up, this is from YSL Rouge Per Couture lipstick. This shade specifically, okay? I have, I think, one or two others, but I love this shade. This is N44. It's a pink, okay? I love, this is like a mid-toned cool pink. I am obsessed. It's so worth it. The formula is gorgeous. Packaging is nice and luxe. And then last, for lips, I have to mention these because if I'm wearing a liquid lipstick, it's the Dolce & Gabbana liquid lipsticks. These are so good. I have like 8 shades, I believe, but these 2 are my most worn. So this is the pink one. I don't know what shades these are, because I don't think it says. And then this is one of their reds. I'll link them down below, but these are my 2 favorite. The formula isn't super drying. It kind of reminds me of like the original KVD Beauty liquid lipsticks, if you guys remember those, until they changed their formula and ruined it. But these are really comfortable to wear. They're my go-to. If I'm wearing a like matte lipstick, it's these. I'm telling you right now, it's these. I cannot stop reaching for these. These travel with me. They go everywhere. They're really good. All right, I'm gonna finish off with setting spray. I'm just gonna mention one. I have quite a few that I like, but this is like a holy grail for me. It is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I use this to wet my brushes when I want to pack on some shimmers. I use it to set my makeup every single time to like melt everything together. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. I've gone through like probably 30 of these. I'm not kidding. And I have another one because this one's almost gone. It's on deck. It's so good. If you know, you know. And if you don't, the hype is real. It's real for a reason. All right, we did it. I told you it was a lot. I knew it was gonna be. I have so many products that I love. These ones I just feel like are truly worth the money. And some are just holy grails I have to mention just because I haven't done a favorites and fails in a long time. I feel like I need to bring those back now that I'm back on YouTube. Let me know your thoughts. Also, let me know if you've tried any of these products and what you think. If we have any of the same like favorites, let me know. Or if you have a holy grail product that you think is worth the money, let me know, because if I haven't tried it, I would love to. But with that being said, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Share with your friends. I'm trying to grow my channel and get back to it, you know? And follow me on Instagram. It is linked in the description box along with all these products. And those are my affiliate links, by the way. I am a RewardStyle, like to know affiliate. So I do make a small commission. And if I put you on, I would greatly appreciate if you use them. It helps me out. But yeah, I think that is everything. And with that, I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.